Aloha guys, this is Chris from AutoAcademics, and we are here today on the big island of Hawaii, where not only is the weather beautiful, and not only are the people beautiful, and not only are my beads beautiful, but we're here to take a look at the all-new 2018 Hyundai Kona. Kona, located on the big island of Hawaii, is a beautiful volcanic locale with flora, fauna, and landscape that changes with each town you pass through. The Ironman Triathlon is held here, and it also happens to be the name of Hyundai's all-new small crossover. With a focus on young, active lifestyles, it makes sense why Hyundai launched it there. And as long as AutoAcademics continues to be invited, they could name every successive vehicle the same, for all we care. Our first official exposure to the car was a sketch and talk, and from somebody whose artistic talents are limited to stick figures, those never get old.
The larger front overhang allowed us to do is make the hood length a little bit longer, bring the nose of the car out a little bit, give it a little bit more of an assertive kind of a stance.
Sporting the dimensions of a subcompact, the Kona has a shorter overall length than the Chevy Trax and even Jeep's Renegade, yet its packaging is rather impressive. Front and rear legroom is competitive with many other compact utility vehicles, and cargo capacity is near the top, with only Honda's HR-V and Subaru's Crosstrek offering more. Exterior design elements were a little polarizing to my eyes, at least initially, with lots of creases, angles, and separate lighting elements. But blame my change of heart on too much sun or Kona coffee, as the car's looks began to wear on me, and now I really kinda like it. There are 18-inch wheels, LED lighting, and it comes in some attractive colors too. Interior features are very comprehensive, including heated seats, a power sunroof, wireless charging, head-up display, and a well-featured multimedia system. As with many new Hyundai vehicles, remote services are available via your preferred smart devices, and Hyundai's SmartSense safety suite is available too. The front seats were comfortable, and after riding as a rear passenger behind two 6+ footers, I'm thankful the backs were too, though I did have to straddle the front seat with one knee on each side. But again, those guys were tall. Two engine choices power the Kona. The SC and SCL trims get the standard 2-liter Atkinson 4-cylinder with a 6-speed automatic transmission that makes 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. The limited and ultimate examples get a 1.6-liter direct injected and turbocharged 4-cylinder that generates 175 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. This engine is mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and while both engines average 30 miles per gallon in front-wheel drive guys, the more powerful 1.6-liter actually ekes out better mileage in the city. Front or all-wheel drive can be had with either configuration. Driving in this Kona, I've got to say that I am rather impressed. The reason why I'm impressed is because typically these small crossover vehicles, while they may look sporty, they're not typically that sporty, with the exception of one or two specific models. This one actually drives sporty. Although we spent hours driving the Kona around the island, we only did so in the ultimate trim, which was rather impressive. Despite all the included bells and whistles typically found in more expensive vehicles, this diminutive crossover seemed to live up to its driving purpose. Short wheelbases are typically twitchy and bumpy, yet the Kona felt smooth and agile. Maximum torque comes on very early in the power band, making takeoff from a stop decent, and the only time I was reminded I was driving a 1.6-liter was when I attempted more unreasonable pursuits like brisk acceleration above 50 miles per hour. The Kona's speed increased, just not briskly. Again, speed isn't the purpose of this vehicle. Getting you and your gear to your outdoor adventure is, and it does that just fine. Pricing starts at $19,500 for an SC with front-wheel drive. Our Unlimited example with all-wheel drive maxed out with a total MSRP of $29,775 after adding the optional $125 carpeted floor mats and $950 freight and handling. Typically, these small crossovers are more show than go, but the Kona aims to get you to your adventure even if the path is slightly beaten. Once we get one to officially test, we'll find out. Don't forget to like this video if you're so inclined, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.